Man, I would let you answer that. I don't know.
Eh?
Yeah, because why do you guys do that thing? Why do you guys
Ah.
put
No,
your
I don't think I'm
siblings?
in the aspect of marriage. I don't think
No,
I'm in the best person. I'm not think right now. I don't
you
think I'm the
can.
best person to answer that question.
Oh,
No,
really?
no, 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 no,
But
no. Maybe
what?
we'll bring one married woman here in our next segment. No,
Okay.
in the maybe a part we will do a part two and bring a married woman here
Okay. Would
because
you?
at this point my priority is my family.
Okay. So now, so you're saying if you're probably you're married and you're going to be doing that, you're going to be doing that based on trust, or you're going to be doing that based on security for you as a woman. Like, would you be putting your husband's name there because you trust him with your properties or with whatever financial document you're signing, or you be putting your son's name or your daughter's name or name of your siblings for security purposes, like in case my husband does this or
Okay.
that. Let's watch this video
Trootpod.
and react on whatever she says on it.
Hello, viewers. You're welcome to another episode of Trootpod, where we dissect lifestyle and societal issues from the roots. My name is Judith Owuka, aka Gechi, and with me is
Rashad, man, Rashad.
all right, Rashad. Do you mind telling
Yeah.
us why we're here today?
Today
What
we're
we're doing
going to be looking at the topic on next of kin
in marriages?
in marriages. Yeah, because we've been seeing things go on. Like, I saw something about a lady was talking about something. She said she's been seeing that when men come to buy properties, they always use their wives as their next of kin. But whereas when it comes to the woman, she's always using their sister or probably siblings in our own family, or probably her child. But why is it different for the man? The man always uses his wife. Naturally, a man just feels his wife as his next of kin. But for the woman, she wants to. So I don't know. Maybe it's bordering around trust, or maybe you're hiding something from your husband. Because to me, I feel like you're hiding something from your husband. So that's what I feel.
All right, yeah. So to add to what Rashad said, right? Yeah. Of course, a certain lady mentioned something around this. Of course, she said that in the aspect of real estate. But then we think this topic is very important, and it's a topic that couples tend to shy away from. But yeah, we think it's very important to discuss here. Why men, it's looking like men actually give their wife next of kin, or passes their next of kin to their wives, and the wife, maybe most women tend to um uh put their next of kin maybe in the person of their children, or maybe their brother, or her family, right? This can actually be an issue, even though it's kind of subtle. It's actually not subtle, maybe until a situation comes up and then it becomes an issue. And we think this is something we need to discuss here, dissect it from different angles, right? Because we would want to understand, is this coming from a place of distrust? Is this coming from a place of fear? Why does it look like most women would rather give their next of kin to their children, or maybe their or her own family, right? And please stay with us while we kick off with this topic, and take you on a journey, right, from different angles. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Trootpod. Yeah, thank you. So Rashad, first off, what can we say next of kin is, if we want to look at it?
Okay, from my understanding, I think it's like the next line in your in kinship, like, okay, the next person to contact in kinship. Yeah. So sometimes it's not really about who inherits whatever you dropped or whatever you left. Or sometimes it could be you could be just a contact person when there's an issue on something. But there are different cases, yeah. Different cases. But a lot of people just think once you hear the next of kin thing, oh, it has to do with money and whatever property my brother or my sister owns, it's not going to be mine when he or she leaves or when he or she dies or something. But it's not always the case all the time. Sometimes you could just be you being a contact person. There are other legal documents you need to even claim that thing that you think you own from
clean, both good, bad, and ugly.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
why speaking of what you just said now, or continuing from what you said, why do you think next of kin matters in marriage?
Yeah, for it's like an insurance for the men now. But why? I think the reason why men naturally just do these things, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like an insurance policy.
Mm.
Okay, let's say I have this. Let's say my pension, for example. Yeah, I don't know. I'm filling this form, my business pension form, and my next of kin has to be my wife because I'm believing. Okay, when I go, she should be, you know, catered to. Like this, they should take care of her
Yeah.
and the kids. So that's what it is for the man.
Yeah.
So that's why he is putting that. You know, but for a woman now, I can understand their standpoint from an angle, though not totally,
Okay.
because sometimes yeah, it could be that okay, yeah, some of them feel like their husbands would probably go before them, or no, yeah, some of them feel that way, yeah, and some of them feel like okay, he doesn't really need what I have. He's okay, he's good. But yeah, but my kids
My
might need
money
it.
is my money. My
Yeah,
property is my property.
might never be about that. They might just feel like my husband is okay. He's well to do. He has all the money. He doesn't need mine. So my brother needs it, or probably my sister would need it. So they might use their own sibling for it. So it could be that could be the reason. But in a sinister angle, it could just be that they're hiding that thing from their husband. I've seen women that actually own own the house that
Your
they
husband,
live with,
their family is living
yeah, they
in.
live with their husband, and they pay the rent. And the guy doesn't know, and she receives the rent. So it could be from any angle, man. Because human beings are always gonna be human.
And do you know what is even funny to me? What is funny is if you actually get to that point where you're scared of maybe opening up about anything you do, you know, to your spouse, or maybe making your spouse your first point of contact and all. What's now the point of getting married? Why did you even get married to someone you can't even trust?
Yeah, you know, a lot of times, and that's a very, very big topic we need to talk about some time because I've seen people going into marriages and there's distrust, there's doubts on their partners. Like they don't even trust their partner on 50% of the things that they do. But they're married to them. The reason for doing that I don't understand. Do you understand?
Like
so,
you know you're entering a lion's den. You carry your head. You shook. You entered. Like what?
A lot of people they would have people just I know, but if you look at this thing, a lot of women get married for the most not all of them, but some women get married for the most primitive reasons. Like most you just hear these things, you be like because men do not really know how to pretend like women do. Yeah, men do not want to pretend. Like if you're because somebody said something this kind of thing to me on that person kind of classified men and women as like animals now. A man is a dog, a woman is a cat.
Okay.
A dog is dumb, a dog will pull in the street, a dog will do whatever, you see the dog misbehaving, but a cat would hide. You will never see a cat pull. That's what a woman does. So now a man would not pretend to you that much. You can tell who a man is 1 week into a relationship with him. So saying you go back to a man that you don't know that he was like this, he just saying no, he has been like that. But your reason for getting married to him in the first place was a very materialistic or one crazy thing like that. So it blinded you to the real fact of who he really was. So that's why you get to married and you don't trust him anymore. You knew him before you guys got married and you knew that you didn't trust this guy, but you were focused on something else. Because I wouldn't want to get married to a man I don't trust. If I was a woman, it's not possible. How would I want to do that? That's the father of my kids and I don't trust him at all for anything. That's something crazy. So yeah, I think women, it is more on them. Yeah, it's more on them because a man doesn't know how to pretend. A man is not like dumb, but a man is dumb when it comes to pretending. So you can always tell a man within a week. in a relationship. So you will hardly get married to a man that you say you don't know what he. I don't know. It was like this. I don't know. It was
Maybe
like
it's out
that.
of desperation. Or the fact that they just want to get married.
Yeah, but even at that, now you want what's best for you now.
Some people marry because they feel it's ready for them. It's time they need to get married.
So you just
Not
pick,
necessarily because
just pick whoever you
yeah,
like
whoever is available or is ready to get married to them at that point. They just go for the person.
That's why they go through all these problems.
Yes, now.
So they start hiding their things.
For some, it might not even be that. It might be that the trust was there initially. For some. Maybe the man at some point gave them a reason to get scared.
Yes. That's
not
a very
to trust.
Good one. Yeah, it's possible
trusting with their properties or anything.
Breach of trust might have
yeah. And at that point, I think it would be very difficult. I would personally, I won't do it.
Yeah, I've seen a man that sees his wife's property.
Yes, now.
Yeah. He was even angry that she got something behind him and he seized it. So yeah,
even if she doesn't get it behind, even if she tells him, there's a way that maybe you never can tell. Everybody has different grace.
I understand.
Everybody have different grace. Maybe one thing or the other, at a point you shall blue as a woman in that marriage, and it's not looking like maybe you're doing more than your husband. Maybe you have the money, and now you want to invest with what you have, right? And you're acquiring land, you're acquiring this, that's the way you will tell your husband this thing, especially when he's not getting as much as what you're getting. But jealousy will enter, and you can't even blame him. He will feel some sort of way at some. He might because it only takes a secure man to just be happy for his wife and just support her and her growth. Right? Because what he has is what he has.
Yeah.
What she has is what she has. Yeah. Do you understand? It only takes a secure man to be in that level, to have that certain level of emotional intelligence. But some men will get jealous and problem will start setting in. Yeah. And when it gets to that point and the woman notices, of course, she will withdraw. She would not want to be telling you so much again because she doesn't know what you might do next.
Yeah.
Or where your jealousy might lead you to. Do you understand? Either you confiscate her properties or try to play I'm the head of the family, I'm your lord and savior sort of situation.
But this thing now is still something that a person might have seen during courtship too, because
sometimes he might not
seen it.
He might not, like I said, he might not be that kind of person from the onset because sometimes.
So you mean he was hiding that part of it?
No, it might not be that he was even hiding it. Sometimes situation might have to occur before you know some certain things about somebody. You might actually be very cool. You might have a lot of good side. It just takes something.
I understand what you're saying.
To open that situation, that part of that person, that even the person might not even know.
I understand what you're saying.
They are like that.
Yeah, but sometimes those things they might exhibit that.
They are innate,
but people might not really see it because it takes you trying to really study a person to see greed.
Like I told you,
some other things.
Like I told you, maybe when before the marriage, she maybe during courtship or dating, she might just be this girl just doing her thing, hustling on her own level, and the man might be doing well more than her. And because of that, he doesn't see her as a threat.
I understand what you're saying.
She was never a threat from the onset.
Yeah,
and
situation
then
exposed who he really is. I understand.
She maybe a situation just got her to a high level, but it's looking like she's getting bigger than him.
Yeah, I get.
At that point, if he's not a secure man, that will be a problem.
Yeah, that's true.
He might be there in him, but because the situation then didn't warrant for him to feel threatened in any way.
Yeah.
No, but everybody will be fine. Until that situation occurred and he became threatened.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Now, on this thing you just said, I'd like to pick out something from there. Now, how would you suggest a woman balances that kind of thing in marriage to make it work for her?
Like if she has
gotten to that
her man is that kind of person that she doesn't trust him.
No, not that like she's becoming so bigger than he is and all that, and she's trying not to make it affect their marriage and affect the roles that they play in marriage, like they're married rather. How do you think she should go about it as a woman? Do you have anything to say about it?
Well, provided that if he ever gets to that point, because grace differ.
Of course,
it might be that it's your woman's grace.
No, normal.
At the point that might,
Yeah.
So it differs when it gets to that point. Well, maybe I might speak from my standpoint, my own side.
Yeah.
When you ever get to that point that you're looking like, God has blessed your coast is just getting larger and larger. First thing, just keep being you. If you were once that calm, humble babe that used to be. Stay that way. Don't let the money get to you that you start raising shoulders and making your man feel threatened. Is it because you have money now you want to show him that you are just Mr. Alpha and Omega now, or make him now start doubting his place in that marriage? That's the first thing. And secondly, if the man starts reacting in some, of course, because to me personally, to me, whatever I have is what we have. Do you understand? My prosperity is our prosperity. Because I would want to see him as my backbone. It's my partner, right? I would want to tell you everything. I even want a situation where if I encounter a roadblock, in my journey to success or to being a particular project, I would want him to want him to be my support,
like confidant,
like
a mentorship and all that.
Any way he can help me, overcome that roadblock. I would want him to be my support system.
Yes.
Right? So definitely, if eventually turns out well, it is our victory because
it's a win-win.
By the virtue of marriage, you have won. So it is our victory.
Exactly.
Do you know the funny part? No matter how a woman has money, and say she wants to sponsor herself to get let's say she wants to buy like the most expensive ride and all. As a wife, people will attribute it to the husband.
Of course.
Who says the man that bought the car for her? Unless she opens up to tell you that it's my money I used to buy the car. If she doesn't tell you, we don't know.
And it feels more interesting when they say, "Oh, my husband bought it for me."
Like, okay, it gives this level of, especially when you're married.
Exactly,
Do you get? So no matter how you make that money, he will still take the glory. So why would he want to be, unless the issue now is him being threatened and she's now trying her best to, she has done her own part and he's still being threatened, then it's on him.
It's on him, like you said, I was going to, because I wanted you to speak first on that, because sometimes when these things happen, when there is this change in fortune, it always kind of affects how the woman carries herself. Women are they like that whole glamour and everything. So when that money comes and they're having like billions in their account, they tend to naturally just want to behave different from how they used to behave before. So you'd have to call yourself back home to be grounded, like, oh, stay grounded.
I think it's a thing with everybody.
Yes, that's what I'm saying now. That's what I'm saying. Like, no, with everybody,
But why it's looking like it's so much women, because women naturally is looking like most men make the money.
Exactly.
So men make money more.
Yeah, so it's rare.
So when you see a woman make that money,
they want to live that life. They want to enjoy themselves.
It's not looking like it's so obvious with them. Because money actually change people.
Yeah, it does.
It takes some level of discipline to keep you.
Yeah, money gives you
safe.
A whole lot of pride. Like there's something that money does to you that when the policeman stops you, even though you're driving recklessly or whatever, you talk to him like, what's the problem?
Yeah,
like,
because you feel your money can buy you anything,
that's what it gives you. So now,
if
you believe that happens, then it actually happens in marriage.
Of course.
So you don't even know when you're doing it to your husband. You think, but I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. But you did something. And men are not protesters. They don't complain. They don't like. They just keep it in their head until they have an outburst.
Yeah.
I know how the devil does. I don't want to sound religious now, but you know how the devil does. Once you've planted that seed, it starts growing. The devil starts showing you, look at how she spoke to you. Look at what she said.
I might not just be like that.
You
start seeing things you're not supposed to see.
Then that's how it happens. So it a lot of times when this kind of happens, it takes so much on the woman to try to balance it, because it's more on her. I'm saying in the case where fortune changes and she becomes the one that does very, very well. So it's so much on her to try to balance it up, because the man's ego is being bruised.
Nah, I agree. It takes two to tango.
Yeah, of course.
Why she has a part to play? He has his part to play. He needs to stay secure.
Of course.
secure man you used to, unless she now
will.
starts rubbing it on your face.
That's what I'm saying.
If she doesn't,
That's
no,
why,
most men don't.
and that's why I give an
That
example.
ego starts making them, like you said, start seeing things that they shouldn't see.
Hold on. That's why I give an example with the policeman stopping you when you're rich compared to when you're poor. Now, you naturally just have that pride with the police officer when you have money. It's not like I plan to talk to you anyhow. No, it's just there because
when there's money, it gives you some level of confidence.
So you don't even know what you're doing. It just comes out. That's what I'm saying. So the moment when you're doing that to your husband, you might not really know. So in order to catch yourself, the onus is on you to know that, oh, this money might be, I might start projecting this thing instead of my real self. Now, on the part of the man, why men easily get ego bruised with this kind of thing is because naturally they are providers.
Yeah.
Naturally, it's a thing of nature to them. Like they are supposed to do it. It's their job. So they feel like once it starts changing, like they're not the one bringing everything, they start having this, they start getting emasculated, feeling like something is going on with me. And now once they are feeling that way, it's they start
projecting that feeling,
yeah, and start seeing signs that, oh, because she has money, she's no more respecting me, and she not being able to catch herself because of the money.
It might not even be that. Really.
No, it might not. Of course,
not even be that she's not respecting you.
No.
You're just saying things you're not supposed to say.
Exactly, I know, but I'm saying also that sometimes women should understand that money comes with its own spirit. So when you are manifesting these things, you might not even know.
Can you at least call her to it? Because sometimes you don't even know when if you're not aware, you are not aware.
Yeah, of course. So
when you notice that your woman is not giving you, why not call her to it? And then she becomes aware.
Yes, some men fear.
Many men don't say, they just keep
some men fear certain confrontations because they feel like when I call her to talk to her, hold on now. When I call her talk to her about it, she will start feeling like, oh, you're gonna make money that you're not trying to. So they don't want that conversation. They just want to.
Unless she's not reasonable. If you want to have the conversation, you calm down and have that conversation. You have to bring it to her consciousness.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
You can't tell her that the onus is on her. Like I said, it takes two.
Of course it
Communication
does.
is two ways, right?
Of course it does.
If don't bring it to even aside from the money making aspect, there might be certain things, maybe as your friend, there might be things I might be doing that you don't like, maybe certain words I use. You are not cool with those words. Or they have a way of making you feel some sort of way. If you don't tell me, I feel you're cool with it. And I'm very,
I understand.
In my mind, I'll be like, that's how we roll. And the day you will change it for me, I'll be like, what did I do?
I understand.
I will not know that you really had not, you've not liked all those things all this while. And you've not said anything about it. And to me, I'll feel offended that why are you changing it for me? What did I do?
A lot of men do not talk. A lot of men do not.
That's not an excuse.
They feel like when they start talking, you start saying they are nagging.
No,
men like to keep things in their
say it. Then there's no point. If you're not saying anything, whatever you're saying doesn't exist.
Most men that have come out to say these things, they always have a negative response.
No. Forget what social media is saying.
No, not social media.
When you're married to a reasonable woman,
of course,
and you bring it to her notes, I understand those cases are there, but that doesn't stop you from airing your opinion.
Of course.
It shouldn't stop you from saying it, whether she's reasonable or not. The fact that you brought it to her, you want to bring it to her consciousness. You need to make her be aware.
Of course.
Even tomorrow, even if at that point or at certain time she starts fighting it, a certain time would come where she would remember,
of course,
all those things you've been saying. So it's better you say it than start reacting than you reacting to those things. Because at the time you start feeling some certain resentment.
I understand.
And the funny part is because she's not seeing it or she's not understanding anything from her side, she'll only be reacting to your resentment. You'll be like, what's wrong with you? Definitely, she also say, is it because I am making money now? That is why you are giving me. But because you're not saying anything, she would see it from that angle. Life is two ways.
But are you also agreeing that she can also say this same thing when he calls her on certain things that she says, that she does to him, like how she talks to him? She can also raise the same thing. Just
how you are communicating. Yeah, like I said, if you are reasonable, if she's a reasonable woman, she would you bring it to her notice, and you guys will find a way. Even if she says it, right? It's a wait, you are having conversations, right? Even if she says it, because everybody could be seeing everything from different perspectives. Now, if she eventually says that, and you try to make her understand that's not the angle you're going to. This is communication. You try to make her understand where you are coming from, and maybe give her instances, or maybe even tell her that if you notice it again, immediately you say it to her, so that way you will say these things. If she's a reasonable wife that you married, should become conscious of it, and you guys will treat carefully. Everybody will just be conscious of, I don't want to step on his toes.
So you're working on eggshells.
No. It might not be that. It might not be working on eggshells. The fact that you don't want to maybe do something that will get your husband feeling some sort of way, especially since maybe if he has actually been contributing to your success, right? You know, want to do things to hurt him, so you would want to be very careful. Even if it takes working on eggshells to maintain the peace, do it. It's just better you do it. The fact that you're careful and you're conscious of these things is very important. And for us not to go too far from the topic, I would want to also say this as well. Based on this topic about women, giving their family members, their immediate family, no, not their immediate, their own family members or kids, their next of kin, whatever. Do you think this could be as a result of? Do you think our culture, right, our cultural mindset, our tradition has a thing more of our culture? Do you think it has a role to play in their decision?
Yeah, I think it does. Like we said at the beginning of this conversation, due to like I said, like an insurance. So when in case the man dies, the family is taken care of, secured with the thing that And when the woman does that, like putting it in a child's name or the name of her sibling, it's the same thing. So in case anything happens, I know me and the kids, we are good.
We are good.
Yeah. So it has a lot to do with tradition.
And then maybe another reason why, because I've seen situations where some women actually put in their brother's name, and if you maybe like in the case of say they don't trust their husbands, and maybe for some that might not. There are some other cases whereby maybe the woman did not give birth. For the man, and because of that, of course, there are frictions. The family, his own family, even him too, and all. And she's also trying to this event happen. 19 goes wrong. Do you understand? Let me start securing what I can secure. So even if this marriage doesn't go further, I know I'm not going to fall back with nothing. Then you see her taking. Maybe that's where the brother will come in. She'll give. The next anything she's doing, she put it in the brother's name. Some side buy the house in their brother's name, not even their name.
So it's
so in case anything goes wrong, they have 2 FA, they're covered.
They
have backup plan
for security.
Security
For
also
the man
play
and the woman.
Because they feel my husband might betray me, but my own family, being that blood, they would not betray me.
True.
Even though there are cases where blood still betray, but that's a different topic for another day.
There are cases where men kill their wives to take their properties.
And even there are cases where brother will take your property, go and marry another woman, run away, and he will tell you you will not do anything. He will tell you cannot do it because you have blood now. You can't do anything. But if it was your husband, you fight him. You fight with your last blood, but because it's your brother, you will not do anything because it's blood. Do you understand? So sometimes some brothers are very wicked. They will do whatever they want to do. So all right, Rashad, let me ask this question. So for men that actually, based on the fact that most men, it's kind of like it's expected of them to give their wife or to make their wife their next of kin, or for some of them they just feel it's natural to do it, right? So do you feel they do it because they trust their wife? Right? Do you think it's out of trust that they make her the next of kin, or is it because of like the family system where, of course, after her she's like the next person in line?
I think it's more on trust than her being the next person in line, because a man that doesn't trust his wife will not make her his next of kin. Like, doesn't
In
trust her at all.
any,
Yeah, he would not. He might just make her a contact person sometimes during emergencies and stuff like that.
but not for in the case of properties.
Exactly. So not in the case of you're trying to sign some financial documents, stuff like that. So
Yeah, finances.
firstly, it's based on trust. Then secondly, which is the next person in line. So yeah, so it's more on trust. And men mostly trust their wives in a very they don't really look too much on certain things that could happen to them. They just be
Because
like,
they feel okay, she's my
yeah,
new family.
my family, we are one.
We are
So
one.
literally just like I'm filling the form. It's just natural for me. I don't need to ask her. No, just put it there because that's the that's my second.
That's your
my
new family.
my new family. My
If anything goes wrong,
yeah,
the
my
kids.
significant other. So it's just the way it is. So for the man, yeah, but for the woman, man, I would let you answer that. I don't know. Yeah, because why do you guys do that thing? Why do you guys put your
No, I don't think I'm in the aspect of marriage. I don't think I'm in the best person. I'm not thinking right now. I don't think I'm the best person to answer that question.
Oh, really?
No. Maybe we'll bring one married woman here in our next segment. No, maybe we will do a part 2 and bring a married woman here because at this point, my priority is my family.
Okay, so now, so you're saying if you're married and you're going to be doing that, you're going to be doing that based on trust, or you're going to be doing that based on security for you as a woman? Like, would you be putting your husband's name there because you trust him with your properties or with whatever financial document you're signing, or you'd be putting your son's name or your daughter's name or name of your siblings for security purposes, like in case my husband does this or that?
So for example, to kick off with this, I would not, of course, the prayer is to get married to somebody that's my own, that I trust, and all. I will not want to get married to rubbish to start with. So me taking that step means that I can trust this man with anything. Do you understand? Even including my properties, I should be able to trust him with it. And the fact that I'm not married to him means that for most of my properties, or maybe anything, he becomes the contact person. When they say next of kin, to no longer be my mom, because my mom is like who most times I use her as next of kin. So if in the case of me getting married or he'll be the next person. Do you understand? The next contact person. Imagine that, for example, God forbid, something happens to me. Say hospital. And they need to call somebody. Is it not my husband? Would they leave my husband and be calling my mom?
Your sibling,
hey, it's my husband they would call because that's my next of kin. You know this thing they do on phones where you have emergency calls. If that I'm to put the contacts, he'll be like the first person. Maybe if they have more than one, maybe I cannot put my other family members. But he'll be the first person that I would put because that's the person closer or the closest to me as of at that time. He'll be the person closest to me. Do you understand? My immediate family. I would probably. So for me, it will be out of trust. I'll make him my next of kin out of trust, not necessarily out of security. But more of trust than security.
But the security part.
The part is for my kids. I think the security part will be more for my kids.
That's what
because as a lady who works, why still married? Because of course that'll be it. So if when I'm working,
a disclaimer now, like that'll be it. Like you ain't gonna stay at home for no
I'm not. I don't think I'm not good as a stay-at-home mom. I can't do well as that. But they gonna scratch me.
I would work.
Future hubby, I would work. So I'll definitely whatever properties I'm buying because that's something I still believe, right? And I hope my future husband too aligns, of course, with me on that one. While we are actually building together as a family, I'm still of the opinion of you having or staying true to your individual self. Which means that while let's say we would want to build family house, build family business, build this, build that together. There's that place of you being, having your own individuality, like having your own individual things going on for you,
yeah.
your individual success, your own business, right? Your own properties. If you want to buy properties, buy it in your name. If you need to, if you want to dash me anyone, dash me. Do you understand? I know you are giving me any of your property, you want to buy it in my name. But if your property is your property, buy it in your name. It's your money. Do you understand? The one that's for family would secure for family too. Do you get? I too would want to buy properties to in my name. And of course, what am I buying it for? My kids. It's the children that would eventually enjoy the properties.
Exactly, because the way you just explained it now, you're like explaining a financially free kind of family setting. Like the man is doing good, you're doing good. So the man doesn't need whatever, it's your kids that need it.
The kids that need it.
So, I understand. It's very clear. It's clear. It's clear. It's clear. It's a good thing. You'll be a very good wife.
Well, all right. So like I said, for me, it's trust than security, unless it's in the case of me, the kids for me. And so to the legal, let's move to the legal aspect, right? Do people really even know what this next of kin means? Do people even know? Because I always feel it's next of kin is I'm a beneficiary to whatever the person has, irrespective. So do people actually understand?
A lot of people think, like, if you know, the way people think, they just talk about next of kin, where they spend your money when you don't die. It's always online and all that. So they always think once you're next of kin to somebody, you inherit all his finances, all his property. Like I said, like most of the time, it's just you're just the contact person.
For certain things.
And I can make you a contact person, and that thing that they're contacting you for, just so you would give the money to my child. I'm like, okay, contact they relate, not they relate, like contact my brother, they relate. When they really gets the information, give this money to my 2 sons. It just be that. It might not be that I'm giving you anything. Just the contact person, because at that point in time my kids are too little, so I want to use you as my next of kin. So it could be anything, but a lot of people just think, what's next of kin?
You know the funny, even the funny part is something as small as, say I want to register for MTN SIM card. That's the next of kin.
Exactly. So it's just a contact.
You don't have to be that. I have a property that I'm using you for next of kin.
Once people just hear next of kin, oh wow, they don't let money. No.
And that's where the place of having a will overrides that next of kin. Because of course, for that of will, it's like you're securing your people, right? Securing their future in your will. So that one is like very, very focused on properties, whatever it is, inheritance of some sort.
Let me give an example. Let's say I have 3 billion naira in GT Bank, and you're my next of kin, So, but in my will, when I die, I say the money is in all my banks in Nigeria, GT Bank, First Bank, everything goes to my son. Now, they would contact you as next of kin. Oh yeah, I will give this 3 billion naira to this boy. That's what his father said. So you are the contact person that the bank will contact. This is what the man said. So it's not your money.
It's not your money.
Exactly. That's what it is. But a lot of people don't understand. So there are legal documents that you would even need to even collect that thing that you are next of kin to. You understand? So but a lot of people don't understand. But again, what we are saying here again is the mindset behind women hiding properties, next of kin, making their family members, their siblings next of kin without letting their husband know. The mindset is they believe that it's about properties, about their families benefiting from whatever they have. They don't see it from this legal point that we are trying to talk about now. You understand me? They see it from the inheritance thing that my brother could take my property, or it's my child, or something like that. That's how they see it. So it in that case, it bothers around trust. From the woman.
I also think that women kind of or have this certain loyalty to their families. I mean, their first families. They have this certain strong loyalty. Even if they are leaving them to come and join you, there is something that my family will not betray me. There is always this thing of this new family I'm entering. in as much as they love me or they accept me as their daughter-in-law or wife, they might not love me as much as they cannot love me actually as much as my family.
But you know that's
I know. Especially for those people that actually come from good families,
Yes,
they'll feel like my family will have my back. But I don't trust my husband's family to have my back.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Especially they will choose their son any day, or sometimes turn against their son and me.
Yeah.
So that's why you will see that I'm telling you some of the reasons why they do what
I
they
understand
do.
you.
You will see them that they rather give those properties or anything to their own family because they feel it's secure there.
If it has to do with giving to a particular family, they will definitely give to their own family.
No. I mean, I'm talking about them apportioning their next of kin or giving the next of kin to any member of their family. They rather, I think some of them also do it from the place of not just loyalty but security too. Like this, I trust my family to be able to hold down my properties for me or to know anything I'm doing that my husband, especially if maybe the man is more inclined to anything his family says, he agrees. So like I am my mommy's boy. Anything mother says, he agrees. They kind of manipulate him. He agrees to. So already, she becomes. It's giving. I'm on my own. No?
So already there's
I'm on my own.
There's an imbalance in the marriage.
Yeah.
Now. Okay.
Even when I am on my own. No? So let me fight for myself because I mean, if I'm in that situation too. Baba, I will protect myself. And because I can't trust him again, I don't think if I put things in his name, what's the guarantee the family will not manipulate him to take those things?
Yeah, when there are situations,
to wicked me.
Situations like that.
So I would have to it's my family. If anything goes wrong, I will leave the marriage and I'll go to my family.
But a lot of times,
backbone.
But a lot of times,
so it's a lot of times, I'm just telling you where women.
I know.
It's out of fear.
Sometimes it doesn't.
It's out of fear most times, and they need security.
I know. Sometimes it doesn't even get to that. Sometimes women just react on what they hear and what they see people go through, and I see this person, and they now start projecting whatever they. I know nobody wants to, but now
nobody
you just
wants
said
to fall victim.
I know, but it hasn't happened yet. Why are you projecting into your family?
Makadi and mama.
Yeah, not so. Mama. But you see that. See that now you're projecting this thing that he hasn't even done yet. But you just feel like men always do that, men always do this. So you start, and now
to me it might not even be his. It might even be his family.
I know.
They might not really badger me like that.
I know, but
he might love me, but they might not badger me.
I'm saying it hasn't even happened yet. But she has heard it happen. She has seen it on TV. She has seen movies. She has had friends it happened to, and now she's projecting all these experiences into her marriage. That men are this, men are that.
Even like I said, it might not even be the man. I just said now, it might be that the family.
And here now,
when they're not bad,
the might not have done that too.
Tomorrow, anything could go wrong, and they'll be like, "God, bring another woman." Or, this your wife, a wicked. See, anything could happen. He's loyal to his family. Everybody like he's loyal to his family. It only takes a very emotionally. I don't know.
You're saying
an intelligent man to want to stick with his wife.
You're saying a situation where he's loyal to his family.
Most men are loyal to their family. Most times.
Okay.
Most times.
Most men. But
so when you are faced with that kind of man where the family are like they're not really open like that. Know that some families you marry for a woman. They're not even say what your husband they do.
Yeah.
You should just have your fun. So you have the freedom to do whatever you want to do with your husband. Do you understand? And he's also a sweet man too. That kind of emotionally intelligent man as well.
Yeah.
You are lucky. But if you're in a situation where maybe you have to fight your way through that marriage, you and this man.
There's already a problem.
Once you're doing that, the family, you fought for love.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Imagine, there's already a problem.
You fought for love.
There's already a problem. So I understand.
You just have to also try to. Of course, he might do some things, but he might not know everything.
Yeah,
because you are just trying to secure yourself.
But see, men, this thing you said, men focus more on the family they are creating, not the one they are coming from. They actually leave their family. It's the women that still focus on where they are coming from.
I guess he has a thing to do with.
That's why
the fact that it's a man's word. I don't know. I think he has because.
No, I think
in the end, even if nothing happens, even if marriage comes, even if anything spoils, his property is his property. He can wake
Well,
up and change it back to another person's name.
well, that's
And she'll be
true.
left with nothing.
That's
You
true.
understand? It still favors him.
Yeah, so
But she gives it to him.
So
the fact that he's the head of the family,
yeah,
the fact that he's the husband legally,
yeah.
he claims
With what you're saying, so you're saying
he
it
can still
borders
lay
a
claims
lot
to some of her properties.
on security.
Because there are women that their husband have taken their cars, taken their properties,
Yeah,
and turned it to their
heard.
own.
Of course, I've heard.
And she can't fight it.
I've heard.
She can't fight it.
Of course, I've heard. Yeah.
It will not favor her.
So when
most women are scared.
So you're saying
especially the rich ones.
So you're saying these women get scared for
most
in terms of security.
It's fear.
Yeah, security.
In response to fear and insecurity.
Sometimes this fear is not even what has happened yet. It's
course. Now, like I said,
I understand what you're saying.
It's the maybe.
Like, it's
just the maybe. Let's
happens a lot.
When it happens, I have some backing. Let me not even just test the devil.
So are you saying
are
you saying that men should understand that when women do these things, it's just to secure a future for them and the kids?
I'm only giving some of the reasons why women.
Yeah, so men should understand.
So women do. I'm not saying they should understand. They should not. They're entitled to how they want to see it. You get
me?
But me, I'm just saying it from the angle of some of the reasons why a woman would want to do
that.
What she's doing. Do you understand? It's because it's scary enough that ideally, like, it's scary enough that you leave your family, your comfort zone, come to the family you don't know.
It's your comfort zone.
Your family is your comfort zone now.
Who don't you know? That's your husband. He doesn't know you too.
My family is my
He doesn't know
zone.
you too. What are you saying?
But I'm coming to his side.
Yeah,
coming to my side.
It doesn't mean you get my.
I am coming to his side.
Coming to his side.
I'm
going
to be included in his family. Right?
What are you saying?
I'm going to be included in his family.
Your family is also his now.
Of course, but
exactly.
His is like I am now in his. There are times that when you marry this man, right? In those days, if he's coming from a far distance, you marry him, you go to his place as far as your family don't even know what's going on.
Okay.
Even though this is the time of the era of phones where you can call and say anything. You could be dying and they don't know their daughter is dead.
True.
Because you're now with the family. Anything they want to do to you, they feel they can do it to you.
Yeah, that's true too.
So you're also scared.
Yeah, but
and that's why some women are scared to marry anyhow.
But when you say you keep I don't know, but
I'm just giving you reasons why women do what they do.
I understand. True an advice out there that women, please guys stop saying where you're coming from as your comfort zone. Let your home.
No, it might not actually be your comfort zone. Everybody knows what works for them, right?
Yeah.
But you might just feel there's this level of calmness from I don't know these people, the devil you know. You understand?
When you say this
and then you're entering the angel, you're going to meet the angel you don't know. You don't really know of course, you don't really know how they could react to certain situations. You don't really know them. You're just going there by the virtue of marriage.
No, you're speaking on family.
So
now.
you have to wait. So the thing is you have to try to trust, right? Build trust or give them benefit of doubt that they will not hurt you.
Yeah.
They will take care of you as a daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
Your husband will take care of you as a wife. You will not say, my wife is not my. No, they have husbands like that. They'll say my wife is not my family. It's only my kids. My wife. So if you don't know you gotta marry my wife is not my family husband, you're in trouble.
But you know,
there's some women
a lot of women get married to a lot of men that I talk to men that I am supposed to call men because these things like. A real man understands that, this is my family. I'm trying to create this family. So nothing comes in, we are a unit. So they don't even take whatever their family are coming from says serious, like what their wife or what goes on in their family. So, but when men start saying, my wife is not my family,
it's not those typical traditional men now. It's always crazy. Like my wife is my. And
I was going to say that that's where you're trying to talk about now because you said moving the family because a lot of people, like let me use myself as an example. I'm not the kind that when I got married. I think my family were barren for me. I didn't used to, they weren't really. I'm not a family person. I'm more about family I'm creating. About me and my wife and the kids. That's all that matters to me. Even that person secondary. That's how a man should be. You shouldn't be like exactly. my brother, my sister. They're
still my family.
They're your still
family,
there. It never changes.
This is your new family.
This is what you're creating.
Plan with your new family. And bring her in because when you bring her in, she feels included in your plans.
That sense of
that babe
belonging
will not run away. That babe will also because when a woman loves or when she wants to be loyal, she
Yeah.
goes all in.
Yeah, and when she
But when-
sees that she's wanted here,
She goes all in.
you understand?
It's when you now start giving her reasons that, Papa,
Yes.
you're my family. When it goes on, I'll abandon you and take my kids.
Imagine that.
She will fight for herself.
Imagine that.
Because she
So,
knows,
a lot of times, the kind of men, the kind of men women deal with are the ones who make these women do this thing. Because they are very, sorry to use this word, they are very stupid men that just say stupid things. Like,
so that's why you see her fight. So do you think many women want to be in their masculine energy? Many don't. People enjoy. Who doesn't like baby girl lifestyle? Who doesn't like being spent on? But when you marry a man that puts you in your masculine energy, every time you're always in that, I don't know what to call it. You're always ready to either fight or run. He puts you in that, fight or flight. He puts you in that energy. Then there's a problem.
Yeah.
Just there's a problem.
Yeah.
Do you get? So, like I don't know, to just wrap this up, right? Do you think that this topic on next of kin should be discussed? Couples should talk about it, whether partners before getting married or married couples. You think this is a topic that they should talk about, because we know how sensitive this topic can be. So it doesn't look like, that the way you mention it to a woman especially can mention it to the husband that who did you put as your next of kin for this and this, and you'd be like, you wish me dead. You want me to die?
I get you.
So it's a very sensitive topic. Yeah.
But when you understand, like we just talked about the legal understanding of next of kin thing. Once you understand that it's more like a contact person, you know that it's not really that deep. It's not really that serious. It's not like me transferring my properties to a new person. So having that conversation with your partner before marriage, it's okay, it's cool. But it's not as deep as people think it is. It's not an inheritance. So I'm giving it's just a next of kin thing. They'll call you when they need this and that and that. That's what it is. So it's okay.
What about for that of the office? So we are contact person to office and all. Because I know of situations where, like I told you one time, I know of situations where maybe the husband might leave the next of kin or forget to transfer it to the wife and maybe leave it to the brother, and then anything happen to, maybe he dies in the process, and maybe the wife goes to claim his rights in that company, and they're like, you're not on our, you're not the next of kin. The wife is going to lose out.
Yeah, true.
On anything they're going to give it to the next of kin, which is maybe if it's still the brother, he will have the right to anything he owns. True. So it is, I think, couples should discuss it.
Yeah, couples should discuss it because they are like we said, next of kin.
You be my next of kin, my business to my company.
Next of kin before.
Whether contact or whether if anything happens to me, they need to pay. Whether I'm in trouble or is it the recall.
Yeah. When you see that, when you see that it has to do with finances, then it's different. Okay, when it comes to who benefit from this financial thing,
I think that's the angle.
Yeah,
they always look at, whenever you hear
next of kin.
You put as a next of kin, that's the angle.
It's always about
it's always that financial
benefits.
Part, properties and all
on the person. Yeah, so I think they should have that conversation. It's very, very healthy to have that conversation, and I think men should also understand. I was asking you that question. I said, so you're saying men should understand that when a woman does this and that, it's based off security, not really trust. Now, based off security, like, okay, I know that you as a man, it's not like you need whatever properties that I am keeping for myself. You don't need it. So in case of anything, it's good for my kids to have it.
Yeah.
Instead of I can't be putting. So I think men should understand that it's just like that. It's just because for me, I wouldn't really. The only issue I'll have with a woman is when she hides it from me.
Yeah.
But openly telling me that I used our child or I used my sibling, I don't mind. It's okay. It's not like I'm trying to let you use me. But now hiding it from me and not letting me know about it is like there's how many things have you hidden from me?
Yeah.
You might be hiding other things from me. So that's doubt starts coming in, and that seed is planted and a whole forest grows.
Yeah.
So that's what I think about it.
Yeah. So like you've heard, there's a reason for everything, right?
Yeah.
Like you've heard, women could do these things maybe out of fear, out of distrust for their husband. They don't trust him, out of some level of security for themselves or for their kids, or But even at that, there should also still be a place of trust in your
Yeah.
marriage, because
Yeah.
if you can't trust your spouse, why are you even married to him in the first place?
Yeah.
Right? At least, even if you're not going to put it in his name, why not at least let him know, some of the properties, or that you have, and they're in so whose name, just in case, just for the sake of trust, right? Where I can also agree, I could also understand that there are some men that are just, rubbish. There's something like that. Sorry if you happen to marry that kind of a man. Of course, maybe you'd find a way to, deal with such kind of person. But if you are in a very secure and healthy marriage, or yeah, marriage in this case, don't spoil it by projecting fear and trauma in that marriage, by hiding things from your spouse, because that's where the whole issue would actually start, when he finds out that you're hiding things from him, especially as regards to your financial life, properties, or whatever that is. It doesn't mean that he might want to take it or anything, but at least establish trust and make him feel like you trust him, and or especially when he's doing right by you. And to this regard, we have come to the end of this episode. Thank you so much for sticking with us till this point.
Yeah.
And please follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Trootpod, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.
Peace out.
Bye.